Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day. Don't forget, grab your smartphone and download the Lava Matra app and stay in touch. Guru Maharaj's message is your advantage. The following is a Sri Krishna Chaitanya book compilation by His Holiness Jaya Pataka Swami Maharaj on December 28th, 2020 in Sri Mayapur, India.
Angulang Ayate Yuriv Yatthisatamahan Vande Sri Gurum Nidanam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Islam Harihi Om Tat Sat.
Hare Krishna. Today we will continue with the compilation of the Sri Krishna Chaitanya book. Today's chapter is entitled The Mayavada Bhashya, taught by Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, is refuted by Lord Chaitanya. Part 4.
দেহে আত্মবুদ্ধির রূপ বিবর্তে মিথ্যা জগৎ সত্য কিন্তু নশ্বর। জীবের দেহে আত্মবুদ্ধি সেই মিথ্যা হয়, জগৎ যে মিথ্যা নহে নশ্বর মাত্র হয়।
The theory of illusion can be applied only when the living entity identifies himself with the body. As far as the cosmic manifestation is concerned, it cannot be called false, although it is certainly temporary. Purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. The living entity is eternal servant of Krishna. Being part and parcel of the Lord, he is constitutionally pure, but due to his contact with material energy, he identifies himself with either the gross or the subtle material body. Such identification is certainly false and constitutes the genuine platform of the theory of illusion. The living entity is eternal. He can never be subjected to the limits of time, as are his gross and subtle bodies. The cosmic manifestation is never false, but it is subject to change by the influence of the time factor. For a living entity to accept this cosmic manifestation as the field for his sense enjoyment is certainly illusory. This material world is the manifestation of the material energy of the Lord. This is explained by Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 7.4. The material world is the inferior energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but it is not a fact that the Supreme Lord has been transformed into this material world. The Mayavadi philosophers devoid of true understanding have confused the theory of illusion and the theory of cosmic manifestation by word jugglery. The theory of illusion can be applied to a person who identifies himself with the body. The living entity is the superior energy of the Supreme Lord, and the material world is the inferior energy. Both, however, are Prakriti, energy. Although the energies are simultaneously one with the Lord and different from him, the Lord never loses his personal form due to the transformation of his different energies.
So all our energies in relation to the Lord.
So all are energies in relation to the Lord.
Police department and the welfare department and different departments.
Just like in the government, there is police department, welfare department, and different departments.
So the government are all departments.
In government, they are all departments.
But for the criminal, I look at the police department different.
But for the criminal, they look at the police department different.
Like that, the conditioned soul is put under the illusion by the material energy.
Like that, the conditioned soul is put under illusion by the material energy.
But the Supreme Lord is not put under the illusion.
But the Supreme Lord, He is not under the illusion.
অহংকারী আদি মহাবাক্য ও ঈশ্বর মূর্তি বেদ কল্পতরু বীজ প্রণব যে মহাবাক্য ঈশ্বরের মূর্তি প্রণব হইতে সর্ববেদ জগৎ উৎপত্তি.
The transcendental vibration Omkara is the sound of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. All Vedic knowledge and its cosmic manifestation are produced from this sound representation of the Supreme Lord. Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Omkara is the representation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead in sound. This form of His holy name is accepted as the transcendental vibration Maha Vakya, by virtue of which the temporary material manifestation has come into being. If one takes shelter of the sound representation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Omkara, he can realize his constitutional identity and engage in devotional service even though in conditioned life.
Mayavadis, they try to ignore Omkara.
So the Mayavadis, they try to ignore the Omkara.
But the Omkara is actually a representation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
But the Omkara is actually the representation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
And therefore the devotees, they chant the Omkara.
So therefore the devotees, they chant the Omkara.
Om Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
তত্ত্ব মশাদি বাক্য বেদের একদেশ সূচক তত্ত্বমসি জীব হেতু প্রাদেশিক বাক্য প্রণব নামানি তারে কহে মহাবাক্য.
The subsidiary vibration Tattvam Asi, you are the same, is meant for understanding of the living entity, but the principal vibration is Omkara. Not caring for Omkara, Shankaracharya has stressed the vibration Tattvam Asi. Purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Tattvam Asi is accepted as the primary vibration by one who does not accept Pranava, the transcendental sound incarnation of the holy name of the Lord, as the chief principle in the Vedic literature. By word jugglery, Shankaracharya tried to create an illusory presentation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead in his relationship with the living entities and the cosmic manifestation. Tattvamasi is a warning to the living entity not to mistake the body for the self. Therefore, Tattvamasi is especially meant for the conditioned soul. The chanting of Omkara or Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Hare Krishna mantra is meant for the liberated soul. Srila Rupa Goswami has said, Ayi Mukta Kulair Upasyamanam, Krishna Namashtaka 1. Thus, the holy name of the Lord is chanted by the liberated soul. Similarly, Parikshit Maharaja says, Nivritta Tarshair Upagiyamanat, Srimad Bhagavatam 10.1.4. The holy name of the Lord can be chanted by those who have fully satisfied their material desires or who are fully situated on the transcendental platform and devoid of material desire. The name of the Lord can be chanted by one who is completely freed from material contamination. Anya bilashita sunyam shunyam jnana karmadhyanavritam Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 1.1.11. Shankaracharya has indirectly minimized the value of the principal Vedic mantra Omkara by accepting a subordinate vibration Tattvamasi as the most important Vedic mantra.
So Prabhupada has emphasized of the Omkara.
Here Srila Prabhupada has emphasized how the Omkara
is the principal Vedic mantra.
is the principal Vedic mantra.
And unfortunately, Shankaracharya, he emphasizes Tattvamasi.
And the impersonally Sankaracharya, he emphasizes Tattvamasi,
Thus, bewildering the people.
thus bewildering the people.
সার্বভৌমের নানা পূর্বপক্ষ ও প্রভূত তৎসমুদায় খণ্ডন এই মতে কল্পিত ভাষ্যে শতদোষ দিল ভট্টাচার্য পূর্বপক্ষ অপার করিল।
Thus Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu criticized Shankaracharya's Shariraka Bhashya as imaginary, and he pointed out hundreds of faults in it. To defend Shankaracharya, however, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya presented unlimited opposition. Chaitanya Charita Mahakavya, Sarvabhauma, his intellect defeated by Vidhanda, Chala and Nigraha, presented a proposal to be countered. He was quickly defeated by the Lord with his perfect conclusions. Sarvabhauma advocating Advaita and the Lord advocating Bhakti, both oceans of great intellect served by their flows of followers, spent a long time in arguing back and forth in various ways.
And some of the principal arguments are given in Chaitanya Charitamrita.
So some of the principal arguments are given in the Chaitanya Charitamrita.
But as was said, Lord Chaitanya found hundreds of defects
As it was said, Lord Chaitanya found out hundreds of defects
in the Shankaracharya Vasha,
in the Shankaracharya Bhashya,
Saraka Vasha.
Shariraka Bhashya.
But then Sarvabhaumacharya, he countered with unlimited arguments.
But then Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, he countered that with unlimited arguments.
Then Lord Chaitanya smashed those,
And Lord Chaitanya
refuted those.
refuted those.
This way they are arguing back and forth.
And this way they were arguing back and forth.
বিতণ্ডা ছল নিগ্রহ আদি অনেক উঠাইল সব খণ্ডে প্রভু নিজ মত সে স্থাপিল।
The Bhattacharya presented various types of false argument with pseudo logic and tried to defeat his opponent in many ways. However, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu refuted all those arguments and established his own conviction.
Haribo!
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 Haribo! Purport by Srila Prabhupada. The word Vidanda indicates that a debater not touching the main point or establishing his own point simply tries to refute the other person's argument. When one does not touch the direct meaning but tries to divert attention by misinterpretation, he engages in chala. The word nigraha also means always trying to refute the arguments of the other party.
So, in Vedic debate, there are certain principles.
So, in the Vedic debate, there are certain principles.
So, when one has no actual argument to counter,
So, when one have no actual argument to counter,
they take shelter of certain tricks,
they take shelter of certain tricks.
like Vitanda,
Like Vidhanda,
Chala,
Chala,
Nigraha.
and Nigraha.
So, this will explain how these are used in some pseudo logic.
So, this is explained how they argue with using some pseudo logic.
But to have a debate, actually, once you know all these rules, and then
If you
not
have,
be distracted by the tricks.
so, if you have a debate, one should know all these rules and not be distracted by all this trick.
প্রভু কর্তৃক যথার্থ বেদমত স্থাপন ভগবান সম্বন্ধ ভক্তি অভিদেয় হয় প্রেমা প্রয়োজন বেদে তিন বস্তু কয়
Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu continued, the Supreme Personality of Godhead is the central point of all relationships. Acting in devotional service to His is one's real occupation, and the attainment of love of Godhead is the ultimate goal of life. These three subject matters are described in the Vedic literature. In the Bhagavad Gita 15.15, Lord Krishna confirms this statement, Vedesha Sarvair Ahameva Vedyaha. The actual purpose in reading the Vedas is to learn how to become a devotee of the Supreme Lord. The Lord Himself advises Manmana Bhavamad Bhakto Madhyaji Mam Namaskuru. Bhagavad Gita 9.34. Therefore, after studying the Vedas, one must then execute devotional service by thinking always of the Supreme Lord, Manmana, becoming His devotee, worshipping Him, and always offering Him obeisances. This is called Vishnu Aradhana, and it is the supreme occupational duty of all human beings. It is properly discharged in the Varnashrama Dharma system, which divides the society into Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, and Sannyasa, and Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra. This is the whole scheme of the Vedic civilization. However, this instruction is very difficult to establish in this age. Therefore, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu advises that we not worry about the Vedic system of Varnashrama Dharma. Rather, one should take directly to the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra and simply hear about the Supreme Personality of Godhead from pure devotees. This is the process recommended by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and this is the purpose of studying the Vedas.
So, Prabhupada confirms that it's very difficult to establish an ashram in the age of Kali.
So here Prabhupada confirms that it's very difficult to establish Varnashram in the age of Kali.
Therefore, it's Lord Chaitanya's advice
Therefore, as Lord Chaitanya's advice,
we should directly take to the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra.
we should directly take to the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra
And hear about the Supreme Personality from pure devotees.
and hear about the Supreme Personality of Godhead from pure devotees.
This is the process recommended for this age,
This is the process recommended for this age,
not Varnashram Dharma.
not Varnashrama Dharma. Hari Bol.
ওই সম্বন্ধ অভিধেয় প্রয়োজন নির্দেশ ব্যতীত সব মতবাদী কাল্পনিক আর যে কিছু কহে সকলেই কল্পনা শত প্রমাণ বেদবাক্যে না করিয়ে লক্ষণা
If one tries to explain the Vedic literature in different way, he is indulging in imagination. Any interpretation of self-evident Vedic version is simply imaginary. Purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. When a conditioned soul is purified, he is called a devotee. A devotee has his relationship only with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and his only occupational duty is to execute devotional service to satisfy the Lord. This service is rendered through the Lord's representative, the spiritual master. Yasya deve parabhaktir yatha deve tatha guru. Svetashvara Upanishad 6.23. When the devotee executes devotional service properly, he attains the highest perfection of life. Love of Godhead. Savai pumsam paro dharmo yato bhaktir adokshaje. Srimad Bhagavatam 1.2.6. The ultimate goal of understanding the Vedas is to be elevated to the platform of rendering loving service to the Lord. The Mayavadi philosophers, however, consider the central point of relationship to be the impersonal Brahman, the function of the living entity to be the acquisition of knowledge of Brahman, resulting in detachment from material activity, and the ultimate goal of life to be liberation or merging into the existence of the Supreme. All of this, however, is simply due to the imagination of the conditioned soul. It simply opposes him to material activities. One should always remember that all Vedic literatures are self-evident. No one is allowed to interpret the Vedic verses. If one does so, he indulges in imagination, and that has no value.
So the Vedas be understood directly,
So the Vedas should be understood directly,
not by some imaginative
not by some imaginative
commentary.
commentary.
The Vedas are to be understood directly.
So the Vedas are to be understood directly.
The Lord Chaitanya used that direct understanding.
So Lord Chaitanya used that direct understanding.
But the Mayavadi arguments are using indirect,
But the
imaginary commentaries.
Mayavadi arguers were using indirect imaginary commentary, imaginary arguments.
ঈশ্বরের আদেশে শঙ্করের অসুর মোহন যার যে দোষ নাহি ঈশ্বরের আজ্ঞা হইল অতএব কল্পনা করি নাস্তিক শাস্ত্র কইল.
Actually, there is no fault on the part of Shankaracharya. He simply carried out the order of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He had to imagine some kind of interpretation, and therefore he presented a kind of Vedic literature that is full of atheism.
উত্তরাখণ্ড সহস্র নাম প্রথম 62-31 স অগময় মে কল্পিত তঞ্চল জনান মদ বিমুখান কুরু মঞ্চ গোপায় জন সৎ সৃষ্টি রেশত উত্তরোত্তর.
This is a verse from Padma Purana. Lord Shiva, addressing Lord Shiva, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, said, "Please make the general populace averse to me by imagining your own interpretation of the Vedas. Also cover me in such a way that people will take more interest in advancing material civilization just to propagate a population bereft of spiritual knowledge." Prabhupada is saying, this is a quotation from Padma Purana, Uttarakhanda 62.31.
পদ্মপুরাণ উত্তরখণ্ড 257 মায়াবাদ অশাস্ত্রং প্রচ্ছন্ন বৌদ্ধ উচ্যতে ময়ৈব বিহিতং দেবী কলৌ ব্রাহ্মণ মূর্তিনা.
So this is also a verse from Padma Purana. Lord Shiva informed Goddess Durga, the superintendent of the material world, "In the age of Kali, I take the form of a Brahmana and explain the Vedas through false scriptures and in an atheistic way, similar to Buddhist philosophy." Purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. The word Brahmana Murtina in this verse refers to the founder of the Mayavada philosophy, Shankaracharya, who was born in the Malabar district of southern India. Mayavada philosophy states that the Supreme Lord, the living entity, and the cosmic manifestation are all transformations of illusory energy. To support this atheistic theory, the Mayavadis cite false scriptures which make the people bereft of transcendental knowledge and addicted to fruitive activities and mental speculation. This verse is a quotation from the Padma Purana, Uttarakhanda 25.7.
In order to bring India back to the Vedas,
In order to bring India back to the Vedas,
he preached a kind of Vedic Buddhism.
He preached a kind of Vedic Buddhism.
And that way he could convince all the people to leave Buddhism and come back to Vedas.
So, in that way, he can convince all the people to leave Buddhism and come back to the Vedas.
So in India, and practically all the people left Buddhism.
In India, practically all the people left Buddhism
And took to the philosophy of Shankaracharya.
and took to the philosophy of Shankaracharya.
Of course, there's still followers of Lord Buddha in Sri Lanka
Of course, there are still followers of Lord Buddha in Sri Lanka
and Southeast Asia
and in Southeast Asia
and China.
and China.
প্রভুর ব্যাখ্যা শ্রবণে ভট্টাচার্য বিষ্ণু শুনি ভট্টাচার্য হইল পরম বিস্মিত মুখে না নিঃস্বরে বাণী হইলা স্তম্ভিত
Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya became very much astonished. Upon hearing this, he became stunned and said nothing.
Lord Chaitanya, when he wanted to refute Sarvabhaumacharya,
So Lord Chaitanya, he wanted to refute Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya.
he did so very emphatically
He did it so very emphatically.
that Sarvabhaumacharya became stunned.
Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya became stunned.
All his life he had been following Shankaracharya.
All of his life he had been following Shankaracharya.
And then he realized Shankaracharya was giving a false philosophy from the order of Vishnu, bring the people back on Buddhist.
So then he realized that Shankaracharya gave a false philosophy on the order of Vishnu in order to bring the Buddhists back to the Vedas. Chaitanya Charita Mahakavya, most astonished, the best of Brahmanas, his heart confused by the Lord's mind, spoke, "Who is this? Has he appeared in this world to defeat my intelligence? Is he Brihaspati? I have always wondered about this. Brihaspati, even with great effort, cannot cross over the ocean of my intellect. He is a youth. How much has he studied or thought? But I did not have the power to defeat him, and he has the power to defeat me."
Haribo!
Haribo!
Oh,
Gauranga! At this time, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya could comprehend that the principle taught by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was perfectional conclusion of Vedanta study. Thus he considered all he had previously thought knowledge to be ignorance, and he therefore discarded the great soul, fell at Sri Chaitanya's lotus feet, his heart blossoming in wonder.
So this was the principle that was followed previously.
So this was the principle that was followed previously.
That if you are defeated,
If you are defeated,
then you would surrender yourself at the lotus feet of the person that defeated you.
then you will surrender at the lotus feet of the person that had defeated you.
So Lord Chaitanya
So Lord Chaitanya
presented such a perfect idea
presented such a perfect idea
that Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was defeated.
that Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was defeated.
And he surrendered at Lord Chaitanya's lotus feet.
And he surrendered at Lord Chaitanya's lotus feet.
চৈতন্য মঙ্গল শুনি সার্বভৌম হইলা বিস্মিত অন্তর বুঝিল মানুষ নহে শচীর কঙ্গর
Now hearing these words,
So hearing these words,
Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was struck with wonder inside.
Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was struck with wonder inside.
He understood that the son of Mother Sachi
He understood that son of Mother Sachi
was not a human being.
was not a human being.
শয্যায়ে পীড়িত হইলা হৃদয়ে তরাস এত কাল নাহি শুনি এমতো নির্যাস
Sarvabhaumacharya became embarrassed,
Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya became embarrassed,
and he was afflicted within his heart.
and he was afflicted within his heart.
So far in his whole life,
So far in his whole life,
I never heard
he has never heard
such an essence
essence
of the Lord.
essence of philosophy.
পড়িল শুনিল যত এতকাল ধরি পড়াইল শিষ্যগণে অহংকার করি
All this time,
All this time,
whatever I
whatever I
listened,
listened,
studied,
taught,
and
taught
to my disciples
to my disciples
was out of my ego,
was out of my ego,
false ego.
out of my false ego.
So Sarvabhaumacharya had understood from the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu
So, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya understood from Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu
that what he was teaching was incorrect.
that what he was teaching was incorrect.
Therefore, now he understood
And therefore, now he understood
the pure devotion
the pure devotion
was the goal of life.
was the goal of life.
The Lord Chaitanya had a strategy,
So, Lord Chaitanya had a strategy,
and he always submitted. Sarvabhaumacharya was educating him.
and he humbly submitted, and Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was educating him.
But when Sarvabhauma asked,
But when Sarvabhauma asked,
"Why don't say anything?"
"Why don't you say anything?"
He said, "I can understand the verse. I don't understand your commentary."
He said that I can understand the verse, but I cannot understand the commentary.
And he said, "Oh, can you tell me the truth?"
So then he said, "Oh, can you tell me the truth?"
Thinking that the Lord was just being egoistic and he could tell the truth.
Thinking that the Lord was just egoistic and he couldn't tell the truth.
The Lord Chaitanya defeated all the statements of Sarvabhaumacharya.
But Lord Chaitanya defeated all the statements of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya.
Sarvabhauma tried to use various tricks in the debate,
So Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya tried to use various tricks of debate,
but unable to defeat Lord Chaitanya.
but he was unable to defeat Lord Chaitanya.
And Lord Chaitanya defeated him,
But Lord Chaitanya defeated him,
and he became very changed his heart.
and he became very
Changed his heart.
it changed his heart.
So sometimes people ask, how can you preach when people are egoistic?
So sometimes people ask, how can you preach when people are egoistic?
We can take a lesson from this, how Lord Chaitanya humbly submitted.
So you can take lesson from this, how Lord Chaitanya humbly submitted.
In the end, he refuted all the statements of the
At the end, he refuted all the statements of the
Sarvabhaumacharya.
Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya.
Of course, one should also know the philosophy.
Of course, one should also know the philosophy.
I went to Jagannath Puri
I went to Jagannath Puri
as the head pandit of Zikr Sampradaya.
and met a head pandit of a particular sampradaya.
Prabhupada had said that this sampradaya cut up various mantras.
That Prabhupada said that this sampradaya had cut up various mantras.
Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda,
Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda,
Hare Krishna Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna Hare Ram,
Sri Radha Govinda.
Sri Radha Govinda.
So, he said, well, I like Radha Govinda and Vrindavan.
He said, well, they like Radha Govinda and Vrindavan.
And I like Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda in Bengal.
They like Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda in Bengal.
Everywhere they like Hare Krishna. Everywhere.
Everywhere they like Hare Krishna, Hare Ram.
So a little bit for everyone.
So they,
A little bit for everybody.
little bit from everyone, everybody.
Prabhupada said they're good businessmen.
Prabhupada said that they were good businessmen.
They had something in the store,
They had something in the store,
but the mantra was speculative.
but their mantra was speculative.
I don't think so. The full mantra. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Yadvaita Radha Sivadeva Radha.
Why don't they sing the full mantra? Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
This pandit is very expert. He kind of asking various questions. And there's all these tactics of the improper debate.
So this Pandit was very intelligent that he used various counters and he did a very improper debate.
But I just stuck to the point that Prabhupada said.
Then I just stuck to the point that Prabhupada said.
And then finally the person said, well, actually,
Finally the Pandit said, well, actually,
we chant the full Hare Krishna mantra.
we chant the full Hare Krishna Mahamantra
Every
every Gaur
Gaur Purnima.
Purnima.
So we stick to the points that Prabhupada makes.
So we stick to the points that Prabhupada makes.
We can also face these great pundits.
We can also face these great Pandits.
You know the Chaitanya Charitamrita by heart,
If you knew the Chaitanya Charitamrita by heart,
but he was not giving a direct interpretation
but he was not giving the correct interpretation,
of the right meaning.
the correct meaning.
He was giving his imaginative commentary.
He was giving an imaginative commentary.
So, anyway,
So anyway,
we can learn from the example of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
we can learn from the example of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay, Guru Maharaj said he knew the Chaitanya Charitamrita by heart. I wrongly said that we have to know the Chaitanya Charitamrita by heart. Guru Maharaj said he knew the Chaitanya Charitamrita by heart. The Pandit that Guru Maharaj made. Okay, thus ends the chapter entitled Mayavada Bhashya taught by Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya is refuted by Lord Chaitanya.
Hello.
Bol.
Haribo.
Hari Bol.
Lord Chaitanya gives hundreds of slokas.
Lord Chaitanya, here it's given a synopsis, but Lord Chaitanya gave hundreds of slokas,
Hundreds of arguments.
hundreds of arguments.
And then Sarvabhauma tried to refute, but he was unable.
Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya tried to refute, but he was unable.
And
But at the end,
he realized that Satchidananda was not an ordinary human being.
at the end he realized that Satchinandan was not an ordinary human being.
Haribo.
Haribo!
Haribo.
Haribo!
Gauranga.
Gauranga!
Nityananda.
Nityananda!
Do you like our ad-free videos? Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day, and don't forget to like and share our channel.